We are officially just a few days away from the preseason kicking off for the Kansas City Chiefs. And don't you guys worry, Chiefs Kingdom, we got you guys covered. But in this video, we have yet another training camp practice in the books. Some more guys starting to stand out, as well as a preseason unofficial, I guess, depth chart finally released by the Kansas City Chiefs. So we're going to talk about the news and notes, highlights from today's practice, as well as deep dive into the depth chart and kind of give you guys my biggest points of emphasis from the first unofficial released depth chart. Now, before we get into the video and break down everything you need to know, make sure you guys do me a favor and just go give a follow to, some of the Chiefs media members on X, guys. They do such a good job getting these highlights and the notes out for us for each practice. Without them, these videos are not possible to make. So just go give them a follow on X real quick. And also, Kingdom Cast is another one with the K for cast. That dude is amazing. Go follow his X. He posts non-stop highlights from practice. So again, if you have X and want more footage from practice, go follow those guys on X right now. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video and talk about today's practice. So, a couple of guys not practicing today included Chris Jones, Nick Bolton, Kelvin Joseph, Justin Reed, and also Charles Omenihu as well, not with the team, or at least not, in practice. And then we look at, the starting defense, right? What it looked like today, and it's also been changing a ton over the last few weeks. I feel like guys are just, so interchangeable. They're throwing so many different guys at different spots, especially in the DB room. But we had Brian Cook and Chamari Connor at safety, which is very, very interesting. Early on in camp, Chamari Connor was taking a lot of reps at nickel, now at safety. Keep in mind that Justin Reed is out of practice, so that would change with him. There would probably be Brian Cook and Justin Reed at the safety spot, and at the corner spot today was Trent McDuffie and Watson. We also had Jack Cochran at the Mike linebacker position. We had Leo Chanel at the Sam, and then Drew Tranquil at the Will. We also saw Mike Dana at defensive line with Wharton and Pinnell as well. So that was pretty good to see the base defense start out here for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm really interested to see, how a couple of these guys played during the preseason. I think we'll be able to see, a lot of, FAU, Felix. Uzama, I feel like he's going to get a lot of playing time. I'm excited to see what he can do during the preseason because that's a former first-round pick of last season that still has a ton of potential with this team. Now, throughout the team period, we saw a lot of different things. We noticed that the Chiefs are getting really creative with their play calling, and, that has been something very fun to see in practice, especially the videos they come out with. I mean, I'm excited for another year of this offense as they continue to grow. We're seeing a lot of pre-snap motion, which is something we see a lot in Miami with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and whatnot. But I feel like Kansas City adding more speed with Xavier Worthy and having, Hollywood Brown, right, Rashee Rice. I feel like they're really starting to implement their own style of pre-snap motion because it really helps the quarterback, and in this case, the best quarterback in football, understand what the defense is running. And when Patrick Mahomes knows 100% of the time what coverage the defense is in, I guarantee you it's going to make him that much better of a quarterback. So I think that is the main reason they're implementing this new look of pre-snap motion on almost every single play. It's really going to help Mahomes out a ton, which should scare the NFL even more. We did have a pass from Patrick Mahomes today to Xavier Worthy. It was a little bit deep. Just a little bit out of the reach of Xavier Worthy. He was working up against Brian Cook on that coverage. But that's okay, right? We'll see that. Honestly, the defense looked pretty good today. We had a PBU by Joshua Williams versus Rashee Rice. And then we had an incompletion to Isaiah Pacheco as well. We're seeing the running backs get a little bit more action in pass pro, specifically Louis Rees-Zammit and Deneric Prince taking the majority of those. Also, Pacheco as well, obviously. Before we get any further into the video, guys, do me a big favor, hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the family. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Chiefs throughout the entirety of the offseason. Every single training camp practice, we got you guys covered, as well as preseason football games. Now, the Chiefs do have a preseason game coming up this weekend. Very, very excited for that one. I believe they play Saturday. I'm not too sure, maybe 7 o'clock at night. Now, I do plan on streaming some games on Saturday. If you want me to stream the Chiefs game, comment down below, stream in the comment section down below, and if I do, it will be on my Twitch, so make sure you guys go follow my Twitch. Link will be in the description, or it is Matty Dubs with 3 S's, so make sure you guys let me know in the comments down below. But also, we're going to be breaking down all 22 coaches' film in this channel when the games are over. Offensive film, defensive film, individual player film. We got you guys covered. So join the family if you haven't already done so. Another guy who's been really good, mentioned him a lot lately, Prince, man. He's going to get a lot of play this year. He's going to. I guarantee you. He's getting better in pass protection. He needs to be a lot better, but he is showing some signs of improvement. This is going to be a third down back for them. He's getting first team reps in the red zone as well. So that is a really good look for Prince. If you play fantasy, late round snag, potentially. Jerick McKinnon, we saw what he did a couple years ago. Think about it. What else do we have here? Again, a lot of motion from the offense. We got to see the offensive line second team featured Wanye. I think his name is Wanye Morris. Again, someone comments down below, says it was Wanye, not Wanya, so appreciate you. Morris was seeing some time. He did get injured in practice today, but did come back and start getting more team reps, so he looks to be okay. We saw CJ Hansen, Norzad in there as well with the second team offensive line. Mecole Hardman made a bunch of really good catches today in practice. One deep down the field, 11 on 11s. Great coverage inside the pylon. Beautiful, right? I believe that one came from Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz actually had a pretty good practice. Got outside the pocket a little bit. Extended plays with his legs. That was good to see. He also hit Justin Ross on a back shoulder fade. 30-yard touchdown down the field. I think it was against Joshua Williams. And then they kind of got into a little bit of a scuffle afterwards. Joe Thuney getting some side work on the field. Or some work on the side field. So that was good to see. What else was really stood out to me? Yeah, FAU. Uzama got a lot of good reps versus Kingsley today. But Kingsley is also a guy who's just been really good. Really good. I'm excited to see what he can do going forward. Now, I kind of want to talk about the depth chart a little bit before we finish off this video. So it looks like Nico is listed as a starting kick returner right now. So that is very interesting. I want to see how that kind of takes place throughout the preseason. We also saw Montrell Washington as, I mean, it looks like maybe number... Oh, actually, I see how this is lined up now. Okay, so it looks like you got Hollywood Brown at 1, Rashee Rice at 2, and then Xavier Worthy at 3, Justin Watson right there with them. And then after those 4, it is Sky Moore, Justin Ross, Nico, and Mecole Hardman with Kadarius Toney very far down as well. Kingsley is your starting left tackle, which is crazy to see. He's really made an impact throughout preseason. Obviously, Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, and Jawan Taylor are going to fill out the rest of your offensive line. We did see Mike Caliendo getting a lot of first team reps throughout camp so far, but obviously that's because Joe was missing some time. We also see Travis Kelce and then Noah Gray at the second tight end. A little bit surprising to me. I feel like Jared Wiley has worked a lot with the 2s and even with the 1s in 12 personnel sets, so I guess they just don't want to give the rookie the benefit of the doubt right now. So again, we're going to have to keep that in check during preseason. Running back, you see Isaiah Pacheco, Clyde Edwards-Helaire at the number 2 spot, and then Deneric Prince at the number 3 spot. This is interesting. Again, I think Deneric Prince is your RB2. But again, I think they want to give the benefit of the doubt to Clyde Edwards, at least for now, depending on what happens in preseason. Keontae Ingram is your 4th, and then Louis Rees-Zammit and Imani Bailey finish off your list. Carson Steele is your starting fullback, so that was interesting. Let's see, DBs, Trent McDuffie, Joshua Williams, someone we saw today, Nazeed, Jalen Watson as your 3-4, Chamari Connor as your 5. Not bad here. Still got a lot of guys working up the depth chart. Curtis Jacobs, backup linebacker. That is cool to see. He's really worked his way up. Nothing really standing out to me on defense. So, yeah, that is basically it. We've been seeing that throughout the entirety of camp so far. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. We will be covering the Chiefs every single day of camp and then preseason as well. If you guys want to watch the games with me, follow my Twitch. Link will be in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next Chiefs update. Peace.